Alright, so today is going to be day one of finally restoring my RS5 XP. If you haven't seen the previous videos, I basically purchased this from a friend with a bad engine and trans. And then I went to pick up this XB that was crashed with a good engine and trans to swap into this one. So this is going to be part one of taking out the engine and hopefully putting this engine in there as quick as possible. Alright, so if you've never removed an engine and trans, essentially you're going to unplug the harness first, unplug everything that is physically connected to the engine and trans. Then you're going to take out like your alternator or exhaust, motor mount, stuff that's going to keep you from being able to pull it out, right? Alright, now this is going to be a long video, a bunch of time lapses, so get your popcorn, sit down, relax, and watch me struggle, because I've taken out an engine once and it wasn't as easy as I thought. So let's get started. Alright, so I have that whole side of the harness already out. So unplug the ECU. Alright, so on the left hand side of the engine, basically I am just going to take out the alternator. That way I can remove the belt, remove the compressor, empty out all the fluids, so like the coolant should be the only one, and then the AC lines. But let's get back to it. We're like 20 minutes in. It's looking promising. Alright, so as you guys can see, it started raining, so we're going to pick back up tomorrow. Let's go. Now this is basically where we left off yesterday. I took off the harness from this entire side. As you can see, it's just dangling there. We need to just take out all this side. Not too sure if I'm going to need to take out the alternator and compressor, but I'm going to just loosen the AC line so I can move them out the way, empty the coolant, and then I know I just gotta undo the exhaust. So once I undo the exhaust from down there, see if we could pull it up. But yeah, back to the time lapse. Go grab yourself some sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffins from fucking McDonald's and get to watching the video. Let go. Alright, so we are about done, I think. Essentially, all I'm taking out is one of the clutch lines because this thing does not want to come out. Like, this whole assembly does not want to come out. Like, it's like rusted. Which is okay, because I don't even think we're going to end up using this one. But yeah, so I already loosened the exhaust. All I got left is these 3 motor mounts, because this one doesn't have this one. I had took it off. This one axle, which is probably the hardest one to take out. And then we should be ready to drop the body a little bit lower, pull out my engine hoist, and pull this bitch out. Let's go. Alright, so we are finally ready to pull the engine with the hoist. Essentially, I took out the headers just to be safe. I took this out as well because the harness goes through it and there is a plug right there. So I took that out. Realistically, it should be fairly easy to come out. I did have to break the axle because for some reason it didn't want to come out. I lowered it as much as it could on the 2 stands. Essentially, it just has those 2 motor mounts holding it. We'll wrap a chain around it and grab it upwards. So it's been a couple weeks since I last picked up the camera to remove the engine of the yellow XB, but today we're officially doing that. A lot has happened in the meantime, so stay tuned for the next video. I promise you guys will enjoy that one. Just stay tuned, hit the like, subscribe. Let's get into removing this engine because I need this shit done. Let's go. All right, took a little bit of trial and error, but it's ready to come out. All right, so after a little bit of trial and error, this motor mount finally came out, so we should be good to take it out. As you guys can see, I took off the cowl to make it easier, and we shouldn't have any problems. So I'm gonna set you up on the time lapse, and let's get this shit rolling. Anybody want a bad 2A ZFE? DM me. Take this shit for 20 bucks. All right, so I was actually gonna make this into a part 2 where we start taking the third XB apart, but I have time and we're gonna get to it today. All right, so the goal is to remove this engine and trans today. The same day we remove this engine. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe. Haven't decided what I'm gonna do with this car yet after I take out the engine and trans. I might just part it out, might just junk it. If you guys want anything, let me know. It is hot as hell, my face is dirty, and I'm tired. But we've made great progress. I am taking the wheel bearings and the rotors and pads from this one because the yellow one has the OEM ones and they are rusty. This one has drilled rotors and brand new wheel bearings, so that's clutch. That one's just dirty, but yeah, we have new wheel bearings. That the adapters for the Corvette wheels were to keep in all of that. And yeah, essentially the only thing I need to do now is remove this so we could take out the harness from there, remove the rear motor mount, this one, and this should be ready to come out. I'm trying to figure out how my face got so dirty. Sorry if this video hasn't been very entertaining, okay? This is just to record my progress and try to build a really cool XB. I have a lot of ideas, some to do with that welder over there. So stay tuned. I promise this shit's gonna be hard. And for next video, you guys don't know what the heck's happening. You guys will be surprised, but I think you guys are gonna love it. Stay tuned, let's go. It just keeps getting worse, but let's get to taking the engine out. Finally. Alright, so I'm hoping that it comes out as easy as the yellow one did, except I don't have as much cement over here, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna pull it out. I think I'll probably just angle it this way and hit the camera and then move it this way. I think. I don't know. Let's get to moving the engine hoist. All right, now it took me 42 tries and 1 helper to get that engine into the house, okay? Now I know I probably could have thrown the engine onto the XP right away. I do want to clean it up just to make sure it's clean, because it's probably never going to get another engine put in it. And this one, if somebody wants it, let me know. Parting out this XP, so let me know. All right, now that's going to be it for part 1. I know it was all over the place, but stay tuned for part 2. We're going to be putting the engine in there, cleaning it, and hopefully the first start. Now, if you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe, stay tuned on the channel, follow all my social medias at Yafetnotlow, and let's go. Peace.